Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference. And, of course, Memphis, 2.5 games back.
And, guys, when you look at Memphis, they've been shockingly ineffective this season. I don't know if anyone thought they'd have this much of a struggle, but the chemistry's been horrible.
You hit it on the head. And they have a bunch of individual pieces that simply don't fit together, and it's led to a hugely disappointing season.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Smart in the backcourt. To his side is Bane. Williams is out there with Jackson. And it's Tillman in at the 5, down low. And for Los Angeles, George and Leonard are the forwards. Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5. They find themselves in the midst, Greg, of their Southern California trip, taking on both of these LA teams.
And it's certainly a star-studded trip for these guys. A lot of celebrities show up to watch these games courtside, only adding to the spectacle.
Now Bane. James Harden missing on the 3. Here's Jackson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Outside Leonard. Tillman grabs the miss. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
George against Williams. George passes to Harden. Over Bane. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Outside, Smart. Here's Jackson, and he makes the 8-footer.
Marcus Smart does a little bit of everything. You love to see him sharing the rock.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Entering the league as a defensive stopper and a hustle guy, Greg, Marcus Smart has really rounded out his game.
And Kevin, he's put in the work. Retooled his shooting mechanics, playmaking style, but what's been most consistent, he still steps up in the biggest moments on both sides of the ball.
And the Grizzlies with possession here after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Here's the screen. Here's Bane. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Westbrook surveying the D. On the wing, George. Four on the clock. Fade away. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Smart puts the pick in for Williams. Over Westbrook. And another basket for Memphis.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 5. Zubac a screen on Jackson. Leonard with no one around. And the 3 off target. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Back to Westbrook. Pass to George. Fires from the line. Basket counts. George has got 5.
We call that money from the mid-range. PG doing his thing in the sweet spot.
Outside, Smart. Harden against Bane. Back to Jackson. And there's the pass to Bane. Here's Tillman. Rebound by the Clippers. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Now Smart. Paul George missing from long range. Jackson setting the pick here for Smart. Outside Jackson. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Indoors, the Clippers are moving into a new arena in Inglewood in 2024.
Kevin, I think this is absolutely huge for the organization. Part of establishing your own identity in Los Angeles will be their new arena. So exciting for this fan base that's growing and growing.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Zubats. Mann comes in for George. Powell, he's checked in for James Harden. And Bones Highland subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Memphis also making some changes. Roddy's checked in, and Conchar subbed in for Bane. .125 left here in the opening quarter. Passes it to Conchar. Pass to Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Up top, Leonard. Kennard covering. Pass to Powell. He kicks it to Tucker. Here's Mann. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Good. Nice job down low.
Just incredible touch from the interior. Kawhi Leonard more than capable in that painted area.
Conchar with it. Out left to the wing. Roddy. Good on the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Highland after Memphis gets the three. Steps back. Here's Leonard. No good on the shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Conchar, the pass to Kennard. Down low. Here's Jackson. Great tee that time from Leonard.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Desmond Bane out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Lofton in at the 5 spot. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Here's Diabate. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. And you look at Paul George, Doris, he really fits any system you can think of.
Kevin, that's about two things, the skill set and the mindset. If you need him to take over, he can change and get that line of thinking in his mind. You want him to play a secondary role, he can adjust there mentally as well.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now, here is George. And in the game with Dallas, he did not play well. Powell dishes to Tucker. And it's good for two. Tucker's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
The pass to Lofton. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Mann's checked in for Brown. Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. Marcus Smart comes in for Luke Kennard. Smart passes to Roddy. That three off the mark. Clippers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Passes it to Highland. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Williams kicks to Smart. Now, here's Bain. Still without a basket. Outside Williams. Here's Smart. Shot clock at 5. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
And here's George. He has 5. Here he goes. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Mann gets the bucket. And often players want to discuss calls with the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Well, it depended on the conversation, but at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do, and you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across.
Here's Highland. Tucker a screen. Back to George. Pass to Powell. Smart against Highland. There's the triple. And Bain pulls it down. For Memphis, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Smart finds Bain. Smart puts the pick in for Bain. Off target from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Inside. George passes to Highland. A miss that time would have put him up.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Outside, Bain. Smart with this screen on George. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Great for a franchise like Memphis. Is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Paul George. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Mann. James Harden, he's checked in for Powell. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Highland. Zubac, bounce pass.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Takes it out to Leonard. Outside Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Smart. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, if there's any player in the league who relishes contact, it's Marcus Smart. You want to play physical? Oh, yeah, I like that.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Harden. Tucker a screen. And the Clippers miss again.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Floats it up for Williams. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Second, the Grizzlies.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
Zubac, a screen on Smart. Westbrook against Smart. Outside Westbrook. Zubac with the screen for Westbrook. A three-pointer, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Smart passes to Kennard. Memphis moving it around. On the wing, Williams. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Tillman. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
The assist goes to Marcus Smart.
20 seconds left now here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Williams against Leonard. To stop the drought. No good. Shot missing. And so we conclude the first half. Memphis out in front, up 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Duran Lou. Duran, what problems are you seeing out there?
Just be able to make shots. We just got to relax and we got to keep playing.
Thanks for your time, Duran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
Well, I think for Memphis, they're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence and your playoff chances. They need to make some changes, maybe in their lineup, maybe shot selection, something.
And now let's talk about this one. Man, what a great start for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Being a trunk slammer ain't easy. Hostile environment, and these guys are unfazed.
Yeah, it's tough to win on the road in the NBA. Loving the confidence. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Marcus Smart getting it done today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
George and Leonard are the forwards. Harden out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Zubac in at the center. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies teams.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
Free throw good, James Harden.
When you have one of the great scorers in the history of the game, as you do with James Harden, obviously you want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Both shots good from the stripe. And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
Now here's Smart. 5 points in the game. Jackson misses. Harden the pass to Westbrook. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Beyond the arc. Tillman grabs the miss. And it's Smart with the ball for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Now the dish to Jackson. Bain against George. Bain, no good.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a prolific shot blocker, but blocks aren't his goal. He said, I'm playing the game to not foul, but make it as hard as I can. And if I block it, then cool. Avoiding those whistles is key. John Morant says of Jackson, his defensive presence is big time for us. We're a totally different team with him out there on the floor. Kevin?
They are indeed. Hey, DA, thank you. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
The motor of Russell Westbrook is absolutely amazing. This guy stays with his shot even through the tough contact.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
On the free throw, no good.
Perhaps the thing I will remember most when Russell Westbrook decides his career is done is how he brought competitive fire and spirit every single night, guys.
And a wide open look for Bain. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 3. Well, GA, he was the heart and soul of the Celtics. But now, Marcus Smart is a Grizzly.
Reminiscent of another first-team all-defensive guard who left Gang Green to create grit and grind in Tony Allen. Memphis hoping Smart has that same kind of impact.
And so here's Memphis. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Outside Jackson. Offensive rebound. A kick out to Bain. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easiness.
Outside, Smart. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And the shot goes in. 6 points for Jaren Jackson.
Well, I absolutely love that pass from Marcus Smart. Almost like a sixth sense relative to where his teammate was.
The pass to Leonard. Looking to get it going. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis leading by 5. Now Smart. He's got 5. And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Payne for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Zubac atop the key. Leonard looking around. Over Smart. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Leonard's got 6 points.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Substitution here for the Clippers. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Zubac. Mann comes in for George. Norman Powell's checked in for James Harden. And Bones Highland subbed in for Russell Westbrook. .114 left to play here in the third. Here's Conchar, guarded by Powell. Outside Jackson from downtown, trains the three-pointer. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Passes it to Leonard. A 3-ball. A 3-pointer is right on target. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Jackson. Highland with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Tucker can't get it to go. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside, Jackson kicks to Kennard. Clock at 6. Floats one up. That one's not going to go. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Grizzlies lead by 3. And we'll be back with you right after this.
28.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Santi Aldama. Kennard is out there with Desmond Bain. And it's Roddy in at the 3. Pass to George. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Roddy.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now, here's Bain. Aldama passes to Bain. There's a screen by Aldama. No one covering. Bain's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Memphis.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. There's a screen. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. Leaps for it. Clippers trail by 5. George, that's a two-pointer. Good. Nothing but net.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
Here's Bain. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Outside, George sinks the three-pointer. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Outside, Bain. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Man passes to Pop. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
How's that for an answer? Norman Powell says, I'll see that three and raise you one.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Several teams changing it up here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. We'll see if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thank you, David. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Smart. Out to the right wing. Tillman passes to Jackson. Here's Tillman. Williams scanning the floor.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Zubac's a screen on Smart. Outside for George. Shot clock at 6. Over Bain. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Outside, Smart. Outside, Bain. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bain's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Grizzlies. And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Leonard inside, guarded by Jackson. Count the basket.
Let's remember, this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Memphis has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Smart kicks to Jackson. Bain drawn the double team. Pass to Tillman. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The shot by George, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Sinks the triple.
Well, Marcus Smart has come so far as a three-point shooter. This guy very capable from distance.
Bain against George. Harden outside. Zubac, a screen on Smart. They get the rebound. George against Bain. Scooped up.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This is something Marcus Smart does really well. He utilizes his speed and strength to draw defenders while he's shooting.
Marcus Smart, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Boy, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
And the second of 2 is good. It makes it a 7-point lead.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 7. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Zubac the pass to George. The shot. Almost, but it rolls out. Memphis with the ball. Bain kicks to Smart. There's the lob to Jackson. Stolen by Zubac.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Smart with the ball. And so the Grizzlies take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Marcus. It is obvious you never mind sacrificing your body to make the big play. How do you lay it on the line physically?
Just really, influence my teammates. I lead by example. They see the energy I bring, and I just hope it rubs off on those guys.
It certainly did tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as New Balance presents our player of the game, Desmond Bane.